Hey everybody, welcome back to another Static Cast Gaming video. Are the PS5 bugs real? Well, I found this article on Geek Culture, and it's going over 5 bugs and glitches, supposedly with fixes you should know about at launch. This is actually published as of today, which is November 16th, 2020, and I just wanted to share this with you. And also at the end of the video, I'm going to share a few YouTubers who at least have confirmed a couple of these problems, and you kind of be the judge for yourself if you think they're, some of these might not be true. But according to this article, it's supposedly taking examples from actual people who bought the console already. The first one they're talking about here, the first issue, is games and apps are stuck in download queue. It says a lot of players, us included, have encountered this rather frustrating issue of digital downloads perpetually being queued for download on their PS5 and aren't even downloading despite waiting for an extended period of time. This not only applies to games, but apps such as Netflix and Disney+. Solutions: a factory reset seems to fix the issue. If it occurs once more, you might have to perform another factory reset, unfortunately. And factory reset means that you'll, assuming it's successful, you'll have to reinstall your games and apps and everything. So obviously that could be frustrating, but at least that sounds like some type of a temporary solution for that problem. The second one is can't connect to PlayStation Network. Somehow users also can't seem to connect to the PSN properly, let alone download games and apps. It says solutions. This really isn't a solution. It says there isn't any hard fix for this. You could try to get around this by either checking the PSN's network service status, which basically tells you if they're having trouble or not. And then it says you could check your home's router, like basically check your internet connection. So there doesn't seem to be any official fix for this. I'm not sure about this one. Number 3, can't transfer PS4 data to the PS5 via USB/LAN during/after initial setup. And it's basically stating here that the initial setup phase for the PS5 will inevitably prompt users to transfer data from their PS4 console, either via Wi-Fi, USB, via an external HDD/SSD, or a LAN cable. And it says this part can be skipped if you don't have one or if you just don't want to, on the ports on the back of the console. And it says, as it turns out, users have reported issues stemming from the latter 2 options, which are the external hard drive and the LAN cable. It says where transferring data has been either abnormally long or has resulted in the PS5 crashing or, in worst cases, bricking fully, which is definitely scary. Solutions: the best possible way to transfer data from your PS4 to the PS5 is by doing it via Wi-Fi at present. If you absolutely need a USB port for the PS5, you could still try the front port, which currently doesn't seem to have an issue. However, do so at your own risk, as Sony doesn't have official external storage support for the PS5 yet. Currently, there have been reports of PS5 consoles crashing with an external storage drive connected. So, it seems like people are kind of, being brave and connected these drives. In fact, some of the YouTube videos that I'm sharing with you, the YouTubers actually explicitly state that they have an external hard drive connected. So, maybe that's a huge part of the problem. I don't know. But in this article, it's confirming that, Sony still doesn't have any official external storage. Now, in another article I read, that was basically stating that was a specific type of storage, but supposedly the USB storage devices were supposed to work, but maybe that's not true. Maybe it doesn't support any external storage. Another plausible quick fix is to perform a factory reset, though this means you'll have to retransfer all the PS4 data as the factory reset wipes all existing data on the console. Bug number 4, PS4 games are unplayable on the PS5. Even after getting your PS4 games on the PS5, there seems to be the potential issue of them being registered as unplayable on the new console, with users being prompted to purchase the game again on the PS Store. While there is a list of games that can only be played on the PS4, Sony has confirmed that all other games should be backwards compatible with the PS5. Solutions: Currently, the best possible way to get around this issue is to manually restore game licenses on your PS5 system. To do this, go under Settings, go to User and Accounts, scroll to Other, finally press Restore Licenses. The following screen should let you play your PS4 games on your PS5. Hopefully that works for that problem. Bug number 5, PS5 freezes/switches off while running games. This is a problem that I was having with my PS4 right up until I got my Xbox Series X. It was driving me insane. So I'm wondering if that's, a software problem, or if that's actually, I just assumed it's because my PS4 was so old. It was more of a, the console's getting old and more of a hardware problem, or a power cord issue, or power supply issue or something. But now I'm wondering if it's a software problem, or an overheating problem or something. But this says that this is arguably one of the scarier issues here, and unfortunately has been happening to quite a number of PS5 owners now. The worst part is that the sudden stalling or crashing can happen at any point in time, be it running Netflix or playing Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. This might also be due to connecting an external storage drive, which at the time of writing doesn't have a hotfix from Sony as of yet. Solutions: while awaiting a system update from Sony to patch this issue, you could try doing a factory reset, which unfortunately means you'll have to reinstall all of your games and apps again. Number 6, PS5 crashes when activating rest mode. Another rather hair-raising bug folks have encountered is that the PS5 will occasionally crash when entering rest mode, to the point where it might actually brick the console. Scary, right? Yeah, we know. Yeah, that is scary. Solutions. Currently, Sony has yet to address this system issue, but the best way to counter this is to simply switch off your PS5 when it's not in use. Yes, while many might be used to putting it in rest mode while downloading games overnight or when going out, it might be wise to just not use rest mode until Sony comes up with a patch for this problem. Also, you can completely remove rest mode for your PS5 console by doing the following. Go to Settings, then Power Saving, select Set Time until PS5 enters rest mode, and select Disable rest mode. Hopefully that works for that. And number 7, DualSense controller malfunctioning after initial setup. I thought this article said there were 5 bugs. It's even more. DualSense controller malfunctioning after initial setup. Aside from updating the PS5 console when you first set it up, you'll be prompted to update the DualSense controller by connecting it directly to the console via USB-C and leaving it there until the update installs fully. However, if for whatever reason you decide to disconnect the cable while the update is being installed, it might cause the DualSense to act up and not work properly. Solutions: should this problem occur, you'll have to re-download the PS5 update following these steps. Go to Settings, then System, and then System Software Update and Settings. Set updates to download and install automatically. Select Update System Software. If the problem persists, you might have to perform a factory reset on your PS5. Number 8, PS5 camera unable to connect. Error CE-161-1. For those planning to stream games on the PS5, one would naturally have to connect the new PS camera accessory in order to do so. However, some users have encountered the error code CE-161-1 while trying to install the camera. Solutions: according to the official Sony PlayStation troubleshooting page for error, it just says the error again, users have to perform the following steps. If you are using PS camera, you need a dedicated adapter to use it with PS5. Please check the connection method according to the device you have. Use it in a bright room as much as possible. Check the position by adjusting the distance to the camera or the camera's angle. Review the settings of the camera on your PS5. Number 9. PS5 images look distorted on the TV/monitor. Some users have reported their images while booting up games or apps on the PS5 looking rather distorted or shaky, or there doesn't even seem to be any signal at all. This typically happens as a result of using third-party HDMI cables to hook the PS5 console up to the TV monitor. TV or monitor. Solution: switch over the official HDMI cable provided in the PS5's box, and your images should go back to normal. Okay, so maybe that actually will help. I think I did see a couple of videos on YouTube where people showed some glitching. Some people are saying that could be like a graphics card issue. I'm not sure if anybody would just have the guts to try using any HDMI cable without using the one that came with the PS5 in the box. So I'm not sure if people are mentioning if they tried different HDMI cables or not. But in the links that I'm going to provide in the description of this video, it's actually going to give you a few links. One of them is to ACG's video where he says that his just basically bricked, which a lot of us might be familiar with already. Another one is for, I think I'm pronouncing it right, BltzZ, BLTZZ. And he basically explains how he personally had a problem with the downloading issue where he was unable to download games, and he ended up having to, I don't know if he said he did a factory reset or he ended up having to do something to get it corrected. But you can watch his video, see what he, what he says, how he got around that. Also, there's another YouTube video provided by YouTuber Yojimbo, and he seems to have kind of like a montage of like other YouTubers' experiences that they uploaded, and he provides all their source links to their videos on their channels in his description, which I actually pasted that in my description too, so you can go directly to everyone's videos right from this video if you go into my description. So hopefully this will kind of shed some light on this. Is all of this real, or is some of it real and some of it's not? I'm not sure, but it does seem like there's at least a few different issues going on that people are reporting, and it's kind of troubling because when you see how much people lately have been trying to acquire and secure these PS5s on PlayStation Direct, and all the big retailers like Walmart, Target, Amazon, everybody, it's kind of a scary thought that you go through all that and you finally get one, and then you start having some of these problems that are severely affecting your ability to use it. I mean, not being able to download software like games and apps, that's a pretty big issue, especially if you have the digital edition. PS4 freezing and just crashing and shutting off, it's a pretty big problem because that's going to, affect your ability to play. You could be in the middle of something and lose all your progress because it's shutting down. And then the screen problems, graphical problems, things like that. A lot of people out there are really getting disappointed, and maybe it's because it's new and they got to work out some kinks. I don't know. Maybe there's other issues, but I can't say this. Going back a few weeks ago, my PS4 was having a lot of problems, and I noticed a lot of the updates that I was downloading from Sony, it seemed to be making the problems worse. So, it's possible that they have some software issues going on that's kind of getting scattered across their different console versions. So, I don't know. I mean, you tell me what you think. And if any of you already have a PS5 and you've had some of these experiences, please let me know. And if you got a PS5 and it's been working perfectly, let me know that too. I'm going to keep posting up new content. So thanks for tuning in. If you like what I'm putting up, please like the video and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I just created some new playlists to kind of, categorize my videos, to group them together. So hopefully they'll be easier to find. I'll post some new gameplay videos next. So everyone have a good day and see you next time.